What's up everyone, Jason Brown here, the king of programming. Today we're talking about supplements, not something I talk about very often, but I get questions all the time. So I'm making this video for you guys. This is for people that are using my training. I know you guys are wondering what supplements do I take? And of course, there's a ton of information out there. There are a ton of supplements. You're probably getting hit with those ads on a daily basis. And I will say, as someone that has been in this industry for a long time, I've been taking supplements even longer than I've been a coach. There is more bad than good, unfortunately. And the thing with supplements is very interesting is that a lot of the companies spend more on their marketing than they do the raw materials that they put in their products. So that said, I think there is certainly a lot to unpack when talking about supplements. But what I learned early on as a coach was that Charles Poliquin was one of the, godfathers of supplements. He did a lot of research on supplements. He did a lot of independent research on supplement companies. And this particular company, ATP Lab, is the one that he recommended. So I was immediately interested in learning more about this company. Now, this was, honestly, I'm not even sure how long ago it was, probably about a decade ago that I started looking into ATP Labs and by recommendation of Charles Poliquin. And fast forward to current day, I've been lucky enough to be sponsored by ATP Labs and to be able to use their supplements. Now, I've been using their supplements long before I had any relationship with them. So I will tell you that I get asked all the time to promote supplements, and I don't promote supplements for that very reason. There's mostly a lot of that I don't believe in or I don't use. I actually use these supplements. So I'm gonna go through my top supplements, and I wanna boil this down to kind of the low-hanging fruit for you. You don't need to buy everything, but there are some staples that you can certainly get a lot from. And I think that ATP Labs does a great job at getting out great products to people like yourself. So first and foremost, beef protein. You're probably wondering, why beef? Why not just whey protein powder? Well, beef for many people is a lot more digestible. It tends to be a lot easier on the gut. I know a ton of clients I've worked with over the years that have issues digesting lactose, and beef being a supplement, powder being a supplement that is very digestible. It tends to be very easy on the gut for a lot of people. So this is one that has been a staple for me. And to be honest, this is the supplement that I started using before anything else for them, because I was one of those people that had issues with whey protein powder. Now, currently, I do not have issues with whey protein like I did some years ago, but this is still a staple in my regimen and something I use all the time to supplement my protein intake. So I would highly recommend checking that out. All right, guys, my next supplement is the ISO Whey. And I will tell you that I love the taste of this whey, but the best thing about this for me is that I put this with my Ninja Creamy ice cream. I mix it with my milk, and it makes phenomenal soft serve style ice cream. Now, the beef, unfortunately, doesn't mix as well with the Ninja Creamy for ice cream. So if you're getting protein powder just for ice cream and you want it to be as comparable to ice cream as you can, this is the way to go. And that's the main reason that I still use this. I would probably exclusively use the beef, but because of that, I have had a major sugar addiction in the past, and the Ninja Creamy was largely instrumental in helping me kick that habit, and I made my ice cream with this ISO Whey. And again, it tastes so good that you will be shocked. It'll almost be like having Dairy Queen, but with a lot higher protein and obviously a lot less chemicals and garbage in it. So this is a great product as well. Now, my training supplements are Myoprime, which is their creatine, and Pure EAA. Now, these are supplements that I use intra-workout, and then I have my post-workout Ninja Creamy ice cream with my ISO Whey. So there is a ton of research on creatine. You don't have to take my word for that. You can look any of that up. These are supplements that I've been using for a very long time. And I think that the amount that I get from these is probably very, very small. But when you get to a certain level, there are things that make small differences in your recovery, as well as, keeping lean tissue when you're on maybe a deficit. I was on a deficit for an extended period of time, and these were supplements that were staples for me to help me. Now, how much, I don't really know, but I do know that I've been taking them for a really, really long time. I always, for the most part, feel good in my training sessions. My recovery has been really good. And of course, there's a lot of things that go into that, of course, like your training, your sleep, and whatnot. So these have been two really great products for me, and definitely worth checking out. Now, I would say if I had to boil this down to like staple, beef would be one of them. They're ultra omega-3, which they have a lot of different omega-3 fish oil type products on their site. You can check out. This is a higher dose version, and they're probiotic. So if I had to say, okay, guys, what's low-hanging fruit? Probably going to be these 3 things. Now, go on their site, guys. Don't take my word for it. Check out their site. They're committed to excellence. There's a lot of great information there. And of course, they can speak to this stuff on a much higher level than I can. But I tell you, as someone who's been taking supplements for literally 25 years, these are 3 supplements that I will never not take. And I will probably say that I'll always be taking some form of essential amino acids as well as creatine. But these 3 have been ones for me that have stood the test of time. And of course, there's a lot of other things. But long story short, supplements are a great addition, but they don't replace. I often see people that are trying to find something that is going to make up for maybe some shortage in their nutrition. Maybe their nutrition isn't where they want it to be. And they're like, well, if I get a probiotic, is that going to cure my gut? Well, no, you need to clean up your diet first. You need to clean up the stress in your life. You need to obviously get better sleep. So these things certainly do not replace that, but they are great additions to have. And if you're at that level where you're ready for kind of the next thing, these might be it. Use my code JBC15, get 15% off any of these products. And if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know in the comments.